Hi, James here again, and in this video I'll be driving from Edinburgh to Newcastle. It's a 125-mile drive. I'll have the heating off and I'll be going as eco as I can. I'll be using the ProPilot. The temperature outside was 4 degrees centigrade and there was actually a 10-mile-an-hour headwind. The starting charge of the battery is 96%, as I had to use a bit of it to get back to where I was staying in Edinburgh the night before. So let's start the video with me outside Edinburgh going down the A1. Just let this lorry go past me. Yeah, so I was on the Facebook group and we were chatting about the slipstreaming behind lorries, and some people think it's dangerous and some other people think it's not. And I asked a question. I said, yeah, I mean I don't mind slipstreaming, but what about all the diesel fumes that you can get? And one of the nice gentlemen drew me a diagram of the lorry and where the actual exhaust is, which is above the cabin, isn't it? So he's drawing it so that the smoke was coming bellowing out the top above your vehicle behind it. I'll need to dig that picture out. I'm sure he wouldn't mind if I give him a mention as well. So ask a silly question, because obviously if it's hooked to the back of the trailer, you'd need some sort of connection, wouldn't you, to the front cab? Whoa. Point in the drive I start to get tired, so I normally pull up at the next services to either have a little nap or a coffee. I'm actually not feeling fatigued at all. I think there's the ProPilot's helping out quite a bit. So we've got a bit of traffic up ahead and ProPilot's slowing down. My foot isn't anywhere near the pedals. We're still slipstreaming behind this lorry. So we're at 3.7 miles per kilowatt hour. We've clocked 40 miles and we're down to 66%. Guessometer is saying 103 and my final destination is Newcastle is at 82. Right, so I'm going to concentrate because I need to steer now. So I've got the heated seats on high and I've turned the heated steering wheel on as well. The position of the button for the heated steering wheel is it's actually quite awkward because I keep forgetting it's there, because it's the T part of the steering wheel is covering it, so you don't really see the buttons on the right hand side. It's down towards where the knee is, so it's not an ideal position actually. You'd think they'd somehow manage to put the heated steering wheel button next to the heated seats, because that'd make more sense, wouldn't it? Makes more sense to me. But at least now my hand is nice and warm and my back is nice and warm. The only thing that's not warm is my toes. My toes are freezing. So currently it's 3 degrees outside and we're actually descending at the moment. There's not that much hills left, there's 1 or 2 left, but it's going to be pretty flat along here now. We're doing a lot of hill climbing previously and we're up to 8.3 miles per kilowatt hour. Using the ProPilot to slipstream behind lorries at a distance of 1 bar is actually it's actually quite good. I didn't actually need to touch the pedal. I didn't need to think too much about slamming on the brakes. Not that I did at all. Obviously a couple of times I had my foot hovering over the brake because of traffic ahead, or we were coming to a roundabout. But overall the ProPilot seems to deal with motorway driving well. Has a few issues when we're testing on sort of like city roads, but it still dealt with quite a lot of the situations quite well. It's just the fact that it's not ideal if there's no vehicle ahead of you and you're coming up to a traffic light, then you have to take over with the ProPilot. So I'd say it's not really built for city driving or for city use, but maybe on dual carriageways or rush hour traffic, it's actually something that I'd consider using for rush hour traffic if there was. Okay, third exit. Gotcha. Yeah, so definitely something I'd be using if I was near traffic. Ah, my foot's hovering again. Hovering, but I'm not touching anything. Looking at roundabout, no cars coming on the right. Steering is off. Swing around here. ProPilot catching up with the lorry ahead, slowly. Right, you can tell we were descending there. We're going up now, but we were descending before, so we're up to 3.9 miles per kilowatt hour. It's 4 degrees, it's warming up. I am actually still freezing. I'm only, we're ascending, so I want to try and get 4 miles per kilowatt. Slipstreaming here. It's just not happening, is it? Seems quite windy outside as well, although I don't know which direction the wind's coming from. Obviously I can't check my phone. So we're at 23% battery life, and we've got 3.7 miles per kilowatt. That's what it's reading out as. I can't get that to increase even with the heating off. We've clocked 88 miles and the gasometer says 36, and my final destination is 34 miles. So it's going to be cutting it really fine, so I'm going to find the next charge point and just hop up and heat my legs up because my toes are freezing. So currently we're at Morpeth and I am charging the car up on the Type 2 charger because the CHAdeMO and the DC is out of order. We were at 15%, we've done 107.2 miles and the gasometer said 26. And my final destination was 19 miles in Newcastle. So I didn't really want to chance it. So I'm charging up here even though it's slow. But the main reason for charging here is keep my feet warm. Because I'm basically heating up the cabin because it's 2 degrees outside. I'll probably just stay here till I get back up to about 20%, which is hopefully not too long, and basically head down to one of the other rapid charge points that's near here. I might actually check online and see if it's available. Right, so this is an interesting charger. Let's have a look. So here like Chadable. Start. Just my card. Verifying. Okay, so I'd like to start charging. Grab this. I'll get in there. So we're at 14%. It's going to take 1 hour to charge. Well, actually, we can charge up to 1 hour and it'll get to this point here. We're not going to stay for an hour, we're only going to stay for 30 minutes. Though this is unconventional in the sense that we are actually at a jet petrol station and we're at the back of it next to these lorries just off the motorway or the A1. I think this Cha Musum, Indian maybe, Indian food. Oh, I could do with one. So you can actually stop here for food or grab a snack. I'm sure they'll have a toilet somewhere around here as well. It's actually not a bad place to charge up. The actual charge port is kind of hidden away behind here. That was the entrance that I came in from. So the battery temperature is below halfway, so that's not too bad. We are actually at 2 degrees outside. It is really cold. I'm going to turn the heating back up. So it's on 20 before. Actually, when I was heating Morpeth, I had it at 30, which is like full blast. I can actually feel my toes now. Right, I've been told that out of the 40 kilowatt hour battery, 36 kilowatt hour is usable on the Nissan Leaf 2.0. If we go back to where I was at Morpeth, I travelled 107.2 miles and the gasometer said 26, though that would be a range of 133.2 miles. The miles per kilowatt hour was 3.7 on the readings, so you multiply that by 36 kilowatt hours, that would give us 133.2, which is exactly what we had when we stopped at Morpeth. And so basically it just shows that the gasometer is actually quite accurate once you get nearer the bottom end, if your driving's constant, that is. We figure out what 1 kilowatt hour roughly is in percentage. That would be 100 divided by 36 kilowatts hour equals 2.777%. So that equals 1 kilowatt hour roughly. This test is actually quite interesting because if I had a full charge at 100%, I would have made it to Newcastle no problem. But it just means I'll have to have the heating off, and quite frankly I don't think I would want to do that again at like 2 degrees centigrade. It's like a fridge in here. So, you know, I think I'd rather have the heating on in winter, do the same drive and stop off somewhere for a 10-minute top up and maybe buy a coffee. I don't think time wise there would be that much of a difference. I'll just need to find some good charging locations going up and down, which hopefully I will do that on the next trip with 100%, and we'll see how we get on then. Okay, I'm just going to do a quick 0 to 60 onto the slip road. It's going uphill a little bit, so let's see what this thing can do now that I've charged her up. Are we all ready? 3, 2, 1. Oh, feet sliding. And 60. On to the motorway. Oh my goodness, that was quick. Thank you for watching, and if you like my videos, please hit the like and subscribe button, and I'll see you guys next time.